like to welcome you to Crossover Yoga Project in your practice. Hop on the mat. Here's the front of my mat, just so you know, and we're going to start off in a position called Child's Pose. So join me. As we begin our class in Child's Pose, take this moment to rest. Your knees can be as wide as the mat, and your belly can rest in between. The head can be turned slightly to one side or just facing down. When you are ready, come up to a table position. Meeting us in table position, slowly begin to bend the elbows and bring the chest to the floor. As you lower your body down, adjust your hands, curl up into cobra position and arch. Extend the sit bones back to the heels for child's pose, and then gently, if it feels good, come right on back up towards your table position. Repeat. Bend the elbows, come down. Curl the shoulders back and up into cobra. Sit bones back to heels. Stretch back, child's pose, and come forward once more. Lower down and curl up. Stretch it back, reach through the arms and the sit bones, and come forward, table pose. Lower yourself all the way down. Curl yourself up, cobra. Stretch back, child's pose. Notice and release. Release the wrists if you need to. And then come back to your table position and up to downward facing dog. I'm going to stretch them out. Rock up and down on the toes. Just give yourself some space to expand. And once more, find a few breaths here. Just breathe in and slowly breathe out. Notice the breath, how you're moving, and then begin to walk your feet up towards your hands, bending the knees generously and just letting yourself come into a forward fold. Maybe rock from side to side, see how it feels. Maybe shaking the head. And then as you're ready, you slowly roll yourself up as you breathe in, head being the last thing to rise. Let the arms continue with that breath and reach them up to the sky. And down to the heart. As you're ready, let's repeat. Bring those hands up to the sky as you inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. If you have the space, bring them out to the side, all the way down. Look forward, come onto your fingertips. As you exhale, bend the elbows and step back your right foot, maybe dropping that right knee to the ground. Inhale, rise those arms up to the sky, watch the balance. And take a breath here, breathe in and out. Opening the heart, reaching forward and down. Framing that front foot with your hands and pick up the back knee. Step back. Find your plank. And then find the way you lower to the ground. Knees, chest, chin. Planting the feet on the ground. Slowly roll the shoulders up. Come up into cobra. As you exhale, stretch back and maybe find child's or reach yourself up into downward facing dog. Again, adjust the feet, see what you need, take a few breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Slow breath in. Coming forward, walking that right foot forward, and then follow it with the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart. Try that again. Continue in the arms, reach them towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive all the way down. Take a breath, look forward, step back, drop the left knee down. Reach yourself up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, stay here. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Once more, take a big breath. And then as you're ready, release those hands down around that foot. Pick up the back knee and step back. Find your way to the ground the best way that serves you. And lower down completely. Roll the shoulders back, reach the heart up towards the sky. Stretch the sit bones back. Seat to heels, stay here. Take a few breaths, and remember you can always move up to downward facing dog. Just notice and feel what feels best for you as you breathe. Taking a few breaths here, and then when you're ready, we'll meet the hands. But notice how the breath feels as you rest, then walking forward and forward folding. Rise up towards the sky as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, look forward, fingertips or shins. Step back, both feet. And this time, come all the way down like Chaturanga. Inhale, curl yourself up, lift up, and stretch back. Downward facing dog. Adjust the feet as you need. Take a breath. Remember going back to any position you need at any time, or just rest here for 2 more breaths. Feel the breath come in and out. As you're ready, you're going to walk your right foot forward, and this time, the left, forward fold. Bring the body up towards the sky. Reaching up, watch those hands touch. Bring them right back down to the ground. Inhale, look forward and step back the left foot. Drop the knee, reach the arm up towards the sky if that felt better. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back. Find your plank. Lower down, either knees just chin or rock forward and find that Chaturanga again. Roll the heart forward, take a breath. Exhale, curl back, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a breath in and breathe out. One more. And then as you're ready, start to walk your left foot forward and then followed by the right. Forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Feel your breath, fill yourself up. Look forward as you roll the shoulder blades back. Step back that right foot as far as you can. This time, turn the right heel down and bend that left knee. You're coming up to warrior pose, hands over up in the shoulders. Then as you're ready, we're going to put that left hand forward and right hand back for warrior 2. So just breathing in your warrior 2, perhaps adding the breath, bending the knee as you inhale and reach. As you exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee and reach. Exhale, straighten the leg. Once more, breathe in, bend. Exhale, come back. Let the arms lift this time and add on. Exhale, bend the knees and let the arms come down. Inhale, arms reach, legs straighten. Exhale, rebend the knees, straighten the arms. So feeling like you're flowing through water and swimming, just moving with your breath. You may go a little bit slower than me. And then as you're ready, letting that right hand drop down and the left arm reach up and over the sky. Taking a reverse warrior and taking a breath. And then as you're ready, exhale, come forward. Find your warrior 2 and then bend the elbow as you reach up and over for side angle pose. So at side angle, you can either stay with the hand on the shin or bring it down beside me, or reach your top arm over the ear. You're going to know what feels best for you. Just take a few breaths. Just breathe in and out. Using the hands against the body to twist open. And then slowly inhaling and rising up, finding your reverse warrior all the way back. Reach and follow those fingers. Exhale with straight legs. Come on down. Step back. Find your down dog. Take a few breaths and see how you feel. If you'd like to, vinyasa, come forward and lower. Curl yourself up. And then go back to down dog. Take a few breaths. Again, noticing and feeling what's going on as you move through. And then as you're ready, walk that right foot forward. Look forward, follow it by the left and forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath, breathe in, and then reach those arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, looking forward onto fingertips or shins. Step back that left foot and turn the heel down. As you inhale, rise up with that bent right knee. Find your warrior one first, chest and heart forward, and then open yourself up, finding warrior two. The right hand is forward, right knee is bent. As you inhale, straighten out the front leg, and as you exhale, rebend 3 times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. If you'd like to add the arms, you may. So inhale, arms rise, legs straighten. Exhale, everything comes down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Use your breath, the powerful breath you have as you breathe in and reach up. And as you exhale and find that warrior two, and then slowly just take a pause and bend down into side angle pose. So the elbow can rest on the thigh or reach down towards the ground. The top arm can go up or can reach over the ear. You're going to know where your body needs it as you breathe in and out. Stretching through the fingers, stretching through the feet. Take a few breaths here. See if you can twist and open to let go. And then let your hands come down, straighten out that front leg, and slowly rise up, coming back to your warrior two. Reverse, reach back. Exhale, come forward and find yourself, go all the way down to the earth. Find your downward facing dog, move through a flow, find child's pose. I'm going to come to child's and take a breath here. So sometimes you can bend the hands, prayer hands behind the head, and just see how that feels to release. But just find what's most comfortable for you as you release the breath. And then as you're ready, come to hands and knees, curl those toes under and lift up, down dog. I'm going to transition in a moment, but take the breath that you need as you need it. Come forward to the front of your mat. And then rise with your in-breath all the way up, reaching up towards the scars and pulling what you need into the heart. As you're ready, step back your right foot and open to the sides of the mat. You're going to keep your front foot forward and bring your arms out to the sides. Extend through the arms to prepare for pyramid. And then, as you're ready, start to turn towards the front of your mat. Bring your hands down to your hips and look at your feet and notice if you need to adjust them as necessary. So you may have to woggle them closer or further apart on the mat. Then taking the hands behind the back, you can either go fist to fist, or if you'd like to, you can hold your wrists or even elbows if that works for you, or create prayer behind the back. You're going to see what feels best for you. Once you find that, roll your shoulder blades back and lift the heart. And then as you exhale, draw your belly down towards your thigh. You may want to keep your hands where they are. You may want to release them to the earth as you go down or onto a chair. You decide what you need, and we take a few breaths here. We breathe in, and we slowly breathe out. Breathe in, and slowly breathe out. One more breath. Step yourself back. Drop the back knee down. Take a moment to regroup, and we'll come into lizard pose. So you bring both of your hands on the inside of your right leg and stay right here if this is enough. Or if you'd like to, you're going to curl your back toes under and lengthen out that leg a little bit more and see how that feels. You can start to walk the hands forward and bring yourself down to the earth if that works for you. Or if you'd like to, keep the hands up. And then as you're ready, just take a few breaths and just breathe in and out. I'm going to come back down to forearms and just rest here with my head down as I breathe in and out. You also have the option to lift the back knee off the ground as well. Otherwise, come back into downward facing dog and taking a few breaths, walk forward on the mat and forward fold. As you're ready, inhale, look forward onto fingertips, and then rise all the way up towards the sky. Bring your hands to heart center and pause and breathe. Step back that left foot and turn and face towards the middle of the mat. Open both feet to face towards the TV. Your hands can come to the hips. So we're going to turn our feet out a little bit wider and bend down. This is goddess pose or horse. And just rock from side to side and just get the strength of the legs and just breathe in and out. Hands can stay on the hips, or if you'd like to, you can take your right elbow down to your left leg, come up. Take the left elbow down to the right leg, inhale up. And just do this a few times, just stretching yourself back. You can always be sitting on a chair and just doing these shoulder movements. And then as you're ready, inhale, rise up. Exhale, open the arms up. You're going to turn and face now towards the back of your mat. So the toes will point parallel to the back. You're going to see what you need to do with that back foot, turning and facing it as much as you need to, or widening your stance on the mat. Hands will be on the hips. Keep your legs as straight as you possibly can. And then when you're ready, find the position with your hands, either behind, prayer, shoulder to shoulder, elbows to elbows. You'll find what you need. Roll that heart back, open up, And then as you are ready, forward fold and come down. Again, staying like this, or if you need to, release the hands to the earth. Taking a breath in and slowly breathing out. Breathing in and out. Remember, you can keep the hands or release them down to the earth. One more breath. When you feel that you're ready, release your hands down to the ground for support. And then step your front foot back to meet the back foot to meet yourself in down dog. Take a few breaths here and just breathe in and out. Bend the knees if that feels good, or lower down and move through Chaturanga. So you can drop the body down, curl yourself up. Exhale, stretch it back into child's pose. Take a few breaths. Remember, you can stay here, or if it feels good for you, you can go up into downward facing dog. Find the rest that you need. As you're ready, rock yourself forward, curl the knees under and the toes under, and lift up, down dog. From here, we're going to come into a seated pose. So the right foot comes forward and the left knee is going to come right behind the right ankle, and you sit down behind that left foot. So take your right foot and just cross it over the right knee. Clasp your hands in front of the knee and sit up nice and tall. You can stay here in this position or go into the twist. You're going to see what feels best for you. If your bottom leg is feeling kind of funny, you can always straighten it out if it bothers the knee. I'm going to keep my knee tucked under. Otherwise, sit up nice and tall here and just take a few breaths. And then you're going to wrap your left arm around the right knee and take the right hand behind you for support, sitting up nice and tall. If you want to deepen the stretch, bend the right elbow and place it over the right thigh. Let your gaze continue to look over your shoulder and let the head turn as you can. And just take a few breaths here. Just breathe in and breathe out. At the end of your breath, slowly come around and hold on to that right leg. Gently pick it up and maybe rock it for a little bit and bring it over the other side. So from this position, we'll move into pigeon. We'll take your right leg and swing it back behind you and leave the left shin in front. And just breathe here. So this may work for some of us, not all of us. Some of us are going to come around onto our back instead because it's too much pressure on the knee. And then you'll take the left leg and cross the left ankle over the right knee and just rest there, grabbing the back of the right leg and breathe here. So either position works for you. I'm going to come back up into the other pigeon pose. So just resting here. Wherever you are, just find what works for you and take a few breaths. So just breathe in and breathe out. You can be on forearms, you can get a pillow under your head, you can make fists with your hands. And just see if you have your hips level, so making sure you're not leaning too far over onto the left side, but they're straight in front of you. And just breathe in and breathe out. Release, let go. Again, if you're feeling sensation in the knee, please flip onto the back. As you're ready, slowly start to slide your hands back. Sit down onto that hip. Pick up the toes and maybe stretch back. Down dog. Lift up that leg and just bend. Twist the ankle, wiggle the toes, get some sensation back into that left leg. Maybe rotate that ankle around, see how that feels. And then stepping that down, you could possibly flip it over into Wild Thing. You don't have to go there, you just keep it up in the sky if that feels good. Otherwise, you're going to come back around into Down Dog. Those who are on the ground, you can stay down there and wait for us. We're coming back around. Take a breath in and out. And then as you're ready, that left foot comes forward and you just walk your hands around so you can twist your entire body around so you're facing the front of the mat. Step that back foot in, and once again we'll go into our twist. So as you sit down, now the right shin is crossing over the left leg, and you can pull that in and sit up nice and tall. Just continue taking a breath here, reaching up tall through the spine on your inhale, and on your exhale, gently twisting from the belly. And then as we're ready, coming out of this twist, and we're going to help that left leg come back behind us as the right leg goes into Pigeon Pose. So moving the body as you need to, extend back that left leg, make the right shin parallel to the front of the mat, and find your pigeon. Coming down if that feels good, always remembering you can go onto your back once more and cross the right ankle over the left knee. And just take a few breaths. With the next breath, prepare to transition out of this posture, lifting the heart up, curling the back toes, lifting up the knee, stretching up and back, and then finding your way back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet if it feels good. And then coming on down to a table position. If you'd like to, you can sit down into hero pose on the heels and just rest for a moment, see how that feels. If this doesn't work for you, find a position that works best for you. When you're ready, we're slowly going to make our way up onto our knees and come into a pose we call camel. So in camel pose, we start with our toes curled under, hands on our hips, roll the shoulder blades back and just lift the heart towards the sky. And this is a beautiful camel. Taking a few breaths. Opening the heart and coming down. Sitting on the heels if that feels good. Remember to pad the knees if you need to, otherwise we'll try some variations. So coming up once more, hands on the hips, rolling the shoulder blades back, staying here, or sliding one hand back to your ankles and see if you can find it, and lifting the other arm up towards the sky. Now maybe keeping it there or holding onto your head so you can open up the heart a little bit more and just breathe. Seeing how that feels, leading the hips towards the front of the mat, and then slowly coming up as you're ready and sitting on the heels if that feels good. One more for the other side. So coming on up. Again, find the camel that works for you, either hands on the hips, or take that opposite hand back, rest it on the heel. Arm can reach up for the sky if it feels good, or hold on to the back of the head and opening the heart towards the sky. Take as many breaths as you need here, breathing in and out. And then as you're ready, releasing that, coming forward and sitting down. All the way to the earth. Legs can come out in front. Or you can sit crisscross. You decide. Just take a few breaths. If it feels good, hand can come to the heart and belly. And just breathe in and out and notice how the breath moves. Notice how you feel. Connect to that sensation of the breath coming in and out. And releasing your hands down to the shins and slowly releasing. And coming into cobbler's pose. If it feels good, soles of the feet together, holding on at the wrists, rolling the shoulder blades back, and maybe placing the hands behind you to open the heart. Or if it's in your practice, you can bring your hands forward and hold on to your shins to forward fold. But you're going to see what's best for you here. And just rest for a few breaths. And the shins can be close to you, or you can push them away. You're going to know what you need. When you are ready with the breath, after a nourishing forward fold, bring yourself up slow as you breathe in. And hope your knees come back together. And then straighten out your legs, coming into Janu Shirshasana. So the right leg goes out extended, and you can put the sole of the left foot into the thigh, if that works. But if your knee bothers you, again, always straighten the leg. Turn your body to face towards that extended leg, and you can either stand the hands behind you, opening the heart, or walk yourself forward into a forward fold. So we do the forward folds to help calm the nervous system. We use the breath. And just let your hands rest beside the leg instead of trying to pull at the foot. Letting the body extend, letting the body release. Just breathe in and breathe out. Slowly coming up when you are ready on the inhale. Turning and twisting towards that bent leg, just a gentle counter twist. Bowing down. Then inhale, rise up, and we're just going to switch sides. So extending that bent leg if you did, or you can keep them both straight. Otherwise, bend your right sole of the foot, tuck it into that left thigh, and then turn your body to face towards that extended leg. Roll the shoulder blades back, hands behind. Or if you'd like to, you can start to turn your body to face that leg and forward fold down. Again, bringing your belly to thighs, trying not to grab the leg. And if it works for you, even extending and flexing the toes towards the sky and pushing through the heel and the ball of the foot. And just breathe. In slow and breathe out. Finding anywhere the few breaths that you need and coming up as you are ready. Bringing the legs together once more. And then as you're ready, we're going to find our way down to the mat. So just slowly letting yourself come down to the earth, bending the knees and placing the feet on the ground. Your legs can go up towards the sky for a little gentle rest and see how that feels. Or if you'd like to, you can bend the knees just like we did on the floor and come into happy baby. So you're holding each foot and just swinging from side to side, just like a baby when they first find their feet and they have so much joy. And just noticing how that releases in the body. Just take a breath and breathe in and out. And then as you're ready, just playing with the feet, seeing how that feels, or releasing the legs, and bending the knees and giving yourself a hug. Release the feet down as you're ready and let them both drop over to one side and one knee stacked on the other. Do your best to let your shoulders rest on the ground and your head look away from the knees. And then when you're ready, bring those knees up, twist them over to the other side, looking to the other side. Arms can go wherever it feels best for you. Bringing the knees back up one more time, give yourself a little hug. And then releasing the feet down to the earth and stretching out the legs. Finding what's most comfortable for you and taking up space. If you have something to put over your eyes for rest, you can. And just continue to lay there, allowing your body to be received by the ground, feeling the support of the earth. And checking into the breath, how it moves in and out of your body. Notice how you feel after doing some of the postures. And just allow yourself just to be there with the breath and knowing that at any time you feel uncomfortable, you can change your position, you can open your eyes, and do whatever it is that you need to do right now. You can stay in this position for as long as you'd like, up to 5 minutes. Stop the recording if you need to. Otherwise, you can join me by rubbing your hands together, making some heat. And as soon as they have some heat, you're going to take those hands and gently cup them over the eyes, with the fingertips gently pressing into the eyebrows. So just notice that heat and breathe in and out here, taking a few breaths. And then gently just tapping the face, around the eyes, down the jawbone, and around the cheeks, and slowly sliding the fingers down, creating prayer at the heart center. And just taking a moment to thank yourself for showing yourself some compassion, taking care of you, and being here for this moment. I thank you for being a part of this practice, and I hope that it served you. Be well, and blessings.